Michael, we have many questions. You have many questions about this case, then there are answers.
And we have been getting lots of emails with questions from you about this case and how the police are working on it. KMBC 9's Michael Mahoney has been trying to find some of those answers for us tonight. And Michael, let's start with one of the most asked questions. Where are the other two children, Lisa Irwin's half-brothers, now?
They're out of sight right now. This is a family, Kelly, that is fortunate to have relatives nearby and some friends nearby, people that are serving as comforters to this family and in some cases shields for them. They are going through a personal crisis at this time in a most personal way. As we mentioned, the boys remain out of sight, and once again this morning, as we just saw, a very emotional moment there as Deb Bradley talks about the two boys making questions, asking questions about the whereabouts of their baby sister. Now this is what the police are saying today about the status of this family.
They remain in contact with the police department. I don't know where they're choosing to stay or what they're doing with their children, but I just know that our detectives have still been in contact with them and they continue to be cooperative.
Now, Young also says that he is not sure when or if the family has regular briefings or updates that they receive from the police, but he also adds he is confident that they are staying in constant contact and police can get a hold of them whenever they want. Back to you.
Now, Michael, the first time that we actually heard from the parents was Wednesday, and a lot of folks are wondering why they waited so long to make that emotional appeal to help find their daughter.
Well, there were a couple of reasons for that. Number one, the police were busy with them questioning, and they were busy trying to find their daughter. It was a hectic and terrible day for this family. Now, remember, this all started about 4 o'clock in the morning when Jeremy Irwin came home, and he was the one, as Peggy was reporting earlier, that discovered things were amiss in the house. It was Jeremy Irwin that actually called the cops. So the rest of that day, the family was with the police. They were answering questions as the police were continuing to search the house and search the grounds nearby. The questioning of the family, as I understand it, went on well into the evening of Tuesday night, perhaps as late as 10 o'clock or so. So they had a very, very painful Tuesday day. I know that some relatives encouraged them to come before the cameras and make a personal appeal for their daughter to be returned, but you also got to remember that this is a very, very painful thing to make that sort of appeal, and the family did it when the family was ready to do it. Back to you.
Okay, Michael, what's next? Where does the case go from here?
That's the big question. The police say that they, quite frankly, are stumped for clues. If they weren't, they'd be a little bit more evasive about that. They say they are trying to think of everything.
Well, I think they're just taking it step by step. I haven't heard an update on what we're going to do next. I know that we continue to follow up on leads, some that have come in through the TIPS hotline, some we've developed on our own, and we'll chase down anything that has anything to chase down.
And they appear determined to do just that as we head into the 4th day of this search for the missing 10-year-old baby. There's some of the answers that you were seeking. I hope that helps. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Michael. Now, police have also said that they're looking into the possibility that someone entered the home through a front window and snatched the baby.
But here's what is interesting about that. Investigators have not found any sign of forced entry at the home. Take a look and listen. This is the most important information we have on this case, the description of Lisa Irwin.
She is 10 months old, 30 inches tall, about 30 pounds. She has 2 bottom teeth, a beauty mark on her right outer thigh, and she is reported to have a cold and a cough.
She was last seen wearing purple shorts and a purple shirt with white kittens on it. Here are the most recent photos we have of Lisa Irwin.
Please call the TIPS hotline at 816-474-TIPS if you have any information on this case.